You know, out of all of the movie studios that are out here nowadays, I feel like one has been falling from grace, if you know what I mean. Imagine Entertainment, founded by Ron Howard and Brian Grazer, they mainly worked on a bunch of movies that we know back in the 90s and 2000s, like Kindergarten Cop, The Nutty Professor, Apollo 13, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and a bunch of other movies. But more recently, it's not doing the best at the studio, if you know what I mean. I mean, in 2025, for example, Ron Howard's first movie that he directed that went straight to theaters instead of streaming, Eden, was not very well good with critics and underperformed at the box office, while Brian Grazer produced After the Hunt, which was directed by Luca Guadagnino for Amazon MGM. That one also got not good reviews and also was a box office underperformance too. And besides two re-releases of Apollo 13 in IMAX and The Grinch's 25th anniversary, Imagine Entertainment's really falling off nowadays. So I guess it's time to answer the question, what does their future look like? Well, let's talk about it. So far, we only have 2 movies that are confirmed for a release date and one set for a release year, so let's go through them. The first is How to Rob a Bank, directed by David Leitch, which he's going to make with his own production studio, 87 North Entertainment, alongside Brian Grazer being a producer, I think, or an executive producer with the Imagine Entertainment label. And the movie is going to be distributed by Amazon MGM Studios for a release of September 4th, 2026. The second movie that is confirmed for a release date is Whale Fall, based on a book by Daniel Kraus, being directed by Brian Duffield, and Ron Howard and Brian Grazer being producers, again underneath the Imagine Entertainment name. The film will be distributed by Disney underneath the 20th Century Studios division and will be released on October 16th, 2026. And the final movie that has a confirmed release, well, technically it's a release year of 2027, but it does technically have a release, Spaceballs 2, which I swear to God it better be called Spaceballs 2: The Search for More Money. Directed by Josh Greenbaum, the same guy that directed Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar or something, and also directed the 2023 movie Strays. Brian Grazer will be the producer of this movie, and it will also be distributed by Amazon MGM Studios. And those are the 3 main releases that we know that have a sort of release, but I do want to mention some upcoming films that they're probably either directing or they're producing. They're working on several animated films like The Shrinking Treehorn, Zero, Rainbow Serpent, Mugnik, and Love Advice from the Great Duke of Hell. Mainly, they're from Netflix, Warner Brothers Pictures Animation, or Paramount Animation. They're also going to be part of more live-action films like Friday Night Lights, something related to that, Scar Tissue, whatever that is, a remake of Fear, 24, a TV show that they did that they're going to turn into a movie, Rager, Alone at Dawn, and some other things that I don't know of just yet. But those seem interesting, and I am interested to see what those 2, Brian and Ron will do. So yeah, keep trying, guys. I'm here even if you probably don't care. Yeah, I think that's enough for me.